Alright, welcome back everyone to the Epic Cards and Games Wednesday local. I didn't mention that in the previous video. Here we have round 2 with Yobani and Chase. I know Yobani very well. He is someone that I've known in this community for years, and I know Chase a little bit. If this is the same Chase that I've met, pretty tall white guy. He ends up going first and ends up starting with Habakiri in the main phase here. Now we don't quite know what Yobani's hand is. Oh, but he ends up chaining Fuolo, so he is going to get a draw here. And I think we also saw Nibiru in hand. So right now, I believe Yobani is playing Glad Beast, which is a interesting deck to say the least. There is very crazy lines that you can do with the Tri-Brigade monsters, but ultimately I don't think the deck's very good, but it's very fun to play if you get his combos off. So here he ritual summons the Habakiri by tributing Kusanagi and Aramasa. Aramasa chainlink 1, chainlink 2 to add back the ritual, and he's gonna grab Futsu. Now him having Futsu here is making me think that he is playing pure. Yobani drew a card there. Oh, he did summon from the deck. You're right. Okay. So yeah, tributes to Futsu from hand, and now Futsu is going to add the mirror. Mirror is going to trigger, tributing the Murakumo, and now he's going to be able to get a search, which grabs the prayers and summons the Murakumo here. So all 3 monsters have been tributed. Wait, no, not the Habakiri. Not the Habakiri. So here he goes for the Photon Lord instead of making a Link monster. Oh, and he's playing the Orcust version of the deck. Okay, I see you, Chase. So the Photon Lord is going to be a monster negate. And so far he's given Yobani 3 draws, but if he can't handle, and again, this is not to downplay my boy, but it's GBs in the modern era. Even with all its support, it's not the craziest deck ever. He has Fractal, Bunny, Droll. Yeah. At this point, Droll also does nothing. So, anyways, he dumps the Heart Horror with the Foolish, which is, again, crazy. You got the one of. Now he's going to summon the Girsu, send the Nightmare, which then... What, can you send 2 off of Girsu? Or did he use Nightmare effect? I need to read Girsu. Let's go to Dueling Pro. We can do so. Anyways, now World Legacy 1 is going to summon back the Orcust Harp Horror, and he is going to make a Evil Swarm Nightmare. That's interesting. So chooses not to go too crazy. And set up a so Nightmare, for those that don't know, if a monster is special summoned on your opponent's field, you can attach a material to flip it face down. So it's a Book of Moon on legs, and it's not once per turn. Photon Lord is a monster negate, and if Yobani chooses to special summon at all on the field, well, that's the only place you can summon, Futsu will be able to reborn a Mitsurugi monster from the graveyard. So I think in total he gave Yobani 4 or 5 draws, but will this matter? Well, in Yobani's turn, he's going to drop his copy of Fuolos again, which you might as well, I guess, in some circumstances. Will it be relevant here? No, there's no Babble, so there's no quick effect summons from a Heart Pour anytime soon. But Chase does have 2 Droll and Lockbirds plus Nib in hand, so let's see if this is going to net him any benefits. Now Yobani's going to start the main phase by activating the Colosseum. I believe that's the new GB card. And he is going to send Fractal to search. Wait, I don't think Fractal does that. Now I need to read all of these cards. Hold on. So we're going to add Girsu. And we're going to add the Tri-Brigade Fractal. So Fractal, I'm pretty sure just dumps one. Yeah, it just dumps a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast. So I don't think Droll was supposed to be used there. Yeah, no. Okay, so already 2 mistakes here. But it's fine. So now, Yobani is going to use the Triple Tactics talents. Also, something to note is... wait, Photon. Can he stop spell traps? Bro. So many wrong plays. When an opponent's monster activates its effect, attach a material to negate that monster effect. Yeah, you can't activate Photon Lord here. Ah! Yo, this is the craziest match I've ever seen. Good thing I am commentating over it, so hopefully I can share this video with my peers so that they know. Anyways, what I was going to mention is that Fuelos is a wing beast, so with the Tri-Brigade card, you can get a lot of applications to banish it from the graveyard, so they become extra fodder. Okay, so a couple of things that went wrong. Number one, Yobani used Fractal to search, which it does not do that. Then Chase dropped the Droll, both of them not reading each other's cards. Then, when Yobani uses talents, Chase negates with Photon Lord. Photon Lord only negates monster effects. And I'm reading Girsu. I'm pretty sure you can only send one Orcust or World Legacy card from the card. Yeah, it's only one. So he sent 2. He sent Nightmare and he sent the Wand. So couple of mistakes here from both players. Now, something that Nightmare does is he can summon, or he can book monsters that are summoned at the same time. So if Chase chooses to, he can book them. However, it is a when effect, so he chooses to use Futsu instead to summon the Murakumo, and now Murakumo is going to blow up the board. So I think this is a pretty good application of that effect. Again, both players really fucking up, but yeah, it's okay. Now, Yobani has no more plays here. I mean, yeah. I mean, you were never in the position to use the Nibiru, sadly, because of the Photon Lord, but yeah, let's have them side out and watch game number 2 afterwards. Alright, so both players have just sided out and are cutting each other's decks for game number 2. So Yobani has the opportunity to start first, and let's see what ends up happening. So both players draw their 5. Now, let's see. Chase starts with a Purulia drop. Yobani looking at his hand. He kept the Meows in his deck, which I don't like that at all. But it is a beast, so it is fodder actually for the Tri-Brigade monsters. Now Fractal is going to be discarded. Okay, now he chooses to use his effect properly. Okay. Dumps Kit, which dumps Nerval, which will get him a what's his face to hand? Karas. I think it's Karas. Now, Chase in his hand has Girsu, Habakiri, Fuelos, and Kusanagi. Okay. Not a bad hand whatsoever. Now, how many draws do you give Chase? Using Karas, we'll give him 1. But Yobani chooses not to play into the Purulia. Okay. So now Chase is going to activate Habakiri. And Yobani is debating on probably using that Fuelos. Or I'm sorry, Meows. Which Meows is pretty good in this matchup. Oh, but he chooses to negate the Habakiri instead. Interesting. Normally, you let Habakiri resolve and negate the Saji. So that is a fairly decent mistake, because if he has prayers, he punishes you there. Now, he's going to summon a token because there is no bodies on board. So now if Yobani wanted to drop the meows, well, now he cannot because now he controls a card. So, unfortunate for him. We might just see him lose this second game. In comes the Galatea Link 1, discarding the Fulos in hand and grabbing Babel. Now he's going to activate the Harp Horror, special summoning Nightmare, linking off to make the Link 2 Galatea, and now he's going to dump the World Legacy Wand. Okay, so looks like, yeah, looks like Chase is he didn't banish the Nightmare last turn. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Still a relevant mistake, but it's whatever. So, from here, he summons back the Harp Horror with the Wand, and now Galatea is going to shuffle back Nightmare to set the Crescendo. Let's see, does he have a way to make game? I think he normal summoned the Gearsu, so he can't really go Feral Imps to search for Saji. But now he makes the long Gearsu, summoning out the Galatea by banishing the Gearsu from the graveyard. And now making the Link 4. So the Link 4 is interesting. He gets to shuffle, or he gets to add back a Orcust monster from the banished to the hand. And then he can take a monster by then shuffling the card. At least I believe that's what the full effect is. And if it leaves the field, he gets to banish himself during the main phase, quick effect otherwise with Babel, in order to send a card on the field to the graveyard. So, very good card in my opinion. Now he makes the IP Masquerena, so this game is not over. Yobani still can play. So Yobani ends up drawing for turn here. Now, how many cards did he miss out on for the meows? One for World Legacy 1. One for Galatea. So he missed out on 2 draws, maybe 3 maximum. Ooh, but he does get hit with Droll on the Gladiator Searcher. So he has 3 bodies in the graveyard that he can use for Fractal, but again, IP Masquerena is going to be an interruption. Chase never made Dingirsu, so he doesn't have the Dingirsu interruption. But Yobani's going to reveal one of the new Glad Beast monsters, which can reveal itself and another Glad Beast to special summon both of them. And he ends up using Crescendo to negate and banish. Next, he's going to use the Harp Horror effect to special summon the Gearsu, and now Gearsu is going to send Symbol. Okay. Now Masquerena has a very good target to, you know, link summon with. Let's see if he chooses to utilize it. Yobani now summons Equest. Funny enough, he does have a target now that he can attack. So now he's going to get Snatch Stealed by the, I think it's Long Gearsu? No. This is a strange name. And Lil Gearsu. I'm just gonna call it Link 4, alright? Now he's going to discard to special summon Fractal, and now IP Masquerena is going to be used. Looks like he's going to utilize the quest here, and the IP to make SP. SP is going to now banish the Karas, and I think that's game. Yeah. Yobani only has meows in hand, so he scoops it up. Alright, so not a very good showing of Gladiator Bees, but we got to see a little of what the Orcust deck can do with its new support. Honestly, I do think this deck is actually pretty good. However, I don't know. It pure does not seem like the wave to me. The Mitsurugi stuff with it does seem very good. And with Mitsurugi, you can still play Impulse. So, yeah. thank you guys for watching. Again, go to Epik Cards and Games this Saturday if you want to join the big Edison tourney. Lots of good prizing here. Deck lists will be required. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.